What's up, y'all? We're here at LSU with a few of their students. What are y'all's names, majors, and something you do here on campus?
Okay, I'm Chelsea Rose. I am part of the Black Student Union Association, and my major is kinesiology, pre-physical therapy, and psychology.
Asia Williams. I'm a social work major, and I just work here.
Nice. So we are here. We wanted to ask them a few questions about voting. And so with y'all being college students, I'm wondering, are you guys registered to vote?
Yes, of course.
You are? Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's what we want to hear. And so what made y'all want to register to vote and participate in your first election cycles?
Well, I guess I was being groomed since I was like 15, 14. My grandma always instilled that in me and my mom. So they said when you turn 18, that's the first thing you're doing for your 18th birthday. So that's the first thing I did when I was 18. So.
What made me want to vote is like making me realize, being the stereotype of like a lot of Black people don't like to vote. So like when I turned 18, I was like, hey, I might as well just vote.
So the first time that y'all went to the election booth, what was some feelings that y'all felt?
Amazing. I thought like, wow, my voice actually mattered, and I don't know, it was just an amazing feeling.
I felt really nervous. I didn't know like what if I was making like the right choice or the wrong choice when I was up there.
Yeah, it's super important that you educate yourself, do a little research on like the candidates for one. But you mentioned that you don't think a lot of people, Black people specifically, like to vote. And so why do you think you developed or have this kind of perception? And I'm curious, on this campus here, specifically in Baton Rouge, maybe Louisiana as a whole, what do you think we could do better to encourage Black people to vote, especially young Black people?
So like for me specifically, I know like growing up, it was like a lot of people, especially like when my family members saying, oh, I don't like the candidates this year, it don't make sense for me to vote, or they're like, oh, I don't have a voice anyways, or it don't really matter, so I'm not gonna vote. So like little me was like, oh, but I should vote either because, I don't have a voice, or what if I don't like the candidates. But like as I got older and started seeing like how the country's being ran by people who we don't really like, I was like, maybe I should start, looking into like how to vote or like who the candidates are. That made me want to register when I was 18. With LSU, it's like we do have information, especially like with our free speech alleys, like, everybody out there, they're trying to get out the word, stuff like that. Especially like with the classes too, like this one class I had, it's like African American Studies. Yeah, I never forget like the professor, Herman Kelly, shout out to him.
I love him.
He really got into our heads, like, as African Americans, we need to like vote, especially like, our ancestors wasn't allowed to vote. So that would really like push me to like want to vote more and like actually raise my kids to like, hey, you got a voice, you should register as soon as you turn 18.
Do you have any thoughts on that as
I
well?
mean, she covered all the bases. I feel like, yeah.
Well, I wanted to know, like, you said that you were kind of nervous the first time going to the polls. So what do you feel like would help you and your peers really be, less nervous and more prepared when you're going to the polls? Like, what source of information would help you out?
I feel like with this, like especially with the upcoming voting, like presidential votes, it's like our people or our peers that can actually like, go deep into the candidates and like, I feel like social media plays a big role too because social media.
Educate yourself on the policies of each candidate, and just make sure you're educating yourself and looking at the policies and everything before you go into the ballot and cast your vote, because you need to know what you're voting on, and you need to know who is supporting what and what things and what you believe in. So that's important that you have to look at that first.
And I think that's important because we were able to meet with the mayor of College Park in Atlanta, Georgia, and she was talking, like, she does a lot of the municipal work, so it's low-level things, but knowing, who's going to take care of your trash and the potholes, that's important stuff, too.
Very much so.
And people don't necessarily educate themselves on that stuff. They don't think it's really that important or it's going to get fixed, so it goes all the way down to, like, the grassroots level and then all the way up to the presidential level. But I'm curious for y'all, what advice would you give to, like, the 18, 25-year-old demographic about voting and encouraging them to go out and vote? If you have a message for them, what would it be?
Don't think that your vote does not matter. Always cast your vote. Your voice does matter and your opinion does matter. What you believe in matters, so it's just important to get out there and vote, regardless of how you feel about anything, just vote.
I would say like more educate yourself, like, and stay true to yourself. Like don't let anybody influence you to vote for a certain person. know, like even if you dislike the person, but you hear everybody, your family, or even close friends say, "Hey, I'm voting for so and so," and they make you, change your vote. So again, I think just say educate yourself and like stay true to yourself.
Okay, I got a more of a fun, lighthearted question for you guys. Being at LSU, what is your favorite part about the school in the area, being here in Baton Rouge?
Well, being born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, I love the culture here. So just the culture and the welcoming, and I mean, I just love being from down south. So
Same thing, but I feel like the most like one crazy thing about LSU is we have a live tiger. Like what other school don't have a live?
Wow.
Like
yeah, live tiger, Mike the
Where y'all keep
tiger.
it?
The habitat, but he's like by the stadium in the PMAC.
We got a lot.
We got a ram.
We got a rail.
A ram.
Yeah,
Tar Heels.
And y'all get to go visit him and stuff?
Oh,
You be at the games.
they gonna pay it.
Oh, they not